So now question 10, let us read. The following text is adapted from Frances Hodgson Burnett's 1911 novel The Secret Garden. Mary, a young girl, recently found an overgrown hidden garden. Mary was an odd, determined little person, and now she had something interesting to be determined about. She was very much absorbed indeed. She worked and dug and pulled up weeds steadily, only becoming more pleased with her work every hour instead of tiring of it. It seemed to her like a fascinating sort of play. So, which choice best states the main idea of the text? Is it A. Mary hides in the garden to avoid doing her chores? B. Mary is getting bored with pulling up so many weeds in the garden? C. Mary is clearing out the garden to create a space to play? D. Mary feels very satisfied when she is taking care of the garden. So I think this is a little much easier compared to the previous questions. So which do you think is the answer? I think we can easily eliminate a few because they are obviously not the answer. So definitely she is not getting bored because you can see that she's finding it, she's becoming more pleased instead of tiring of it. So she's not getting bored, and nothing about avoiding chores is there. So definitely A and B are not correct. Okay. And D is the best answer because it most accurately states the main idea of the text. The text is basically describing Mary's activities in an overgrown hidden garden. It's overgrown and it's hidden. And she is very much absorbed and becoming more pleased with her work every hour rather than getting tired. She also thinks of the garden activities as a fascinating sort of play. She's thinking it's like a game or a play. Thus, the main idea of the text is that Mary feels very satisfied when taking care of the garden. A is incorrect, as I mentioned, because the text never makes mention of Mary's chores, so that's incorrect. And B is incorrect because Mary finds pulling weeds to be fascinating, not boring. And C, why is C incorrect? C is incorrect because Mary thinks of garden activities in and of themselves as play, not as something necessary to do to create a space to play. She is thinking that clearing the garden itself is a play, and she's not necessarily making a space to play. That's not mentioned. Okay, so she's just taking care of the garden as such. So D is the best answer. I hope you understood. So C and D you could get confused, but we have to choose the best among them. Okay, so she's satisfied when she's taking care of the garden. That is the one which we have to choose.